Hey guys, today is Sunday again, this time the 9th of November, and it is two more Sundays with yourselves before I fly out to my next thing. Now, I told you I would be calmer this week, that things would calm down, and things absolutely have calmed down. And one key reason why that has happened is that I have become
Establishing control.
impoverished.
Your orders?
The recycling industry globally is bad.
We must
Kenya's
persuade the people.
economy is getting really bad. And I failed to sell my products on Tuesday as I was hoping for. I have a big stockpile. My customer, I failed to sell Tuesday. The customer said no. I was going to sell Friday. Now the truck guy said no. So I'm going to sell this coming Tuesday. But this weekend, the customer has declared he's lowering his prices again a bit. So I'm hoping to get the old price. Like, it's really bad out there. I am very much looking forward to getting into a different international market that I'm not beholden to whatever the fuck. This market is barbaric, dude. It's really unconscionable. It's this thing that when you're trying to be a good guy, they treat you really badly. So recycling industry is just awful. The price fluctuates so much, and we have such lean such low margins compared to the fluctuations that we're on the verge of bankruptcy all the time. It's completely unacceptable, and it's because people come into recycling anyway. The poor people need it to survive,
Offering assistance.
and the rich people come in to save the day. So capitalism really throttles it down, tortures everyone who's trying to be nice because they want less kindness in the world. So this is quite possibly the last time in my life that I'm going to be this poor. But it's going to last a while. It's going to be a bit of a doozy. It's like the grand finale because I go back to Europe December, January. I'm going to still be very poor because I've spent all the money I was supposed to have in Europe on this fucking place and this fucking economy. So then I'll come back in February. Now, February, things might be a bit better. My cousin may be visiting, which I'll talk about in a minute. And one or both of my parents might also be visiting. So I should be in a bit of a position to not be sitting alone in my room sulking like I am now. Then in March, I should send my first product shipment. So that'll be the end of it. It may be in early March. It might get a bit rough as well. And then from the time I send that product, I should never be this poor again. So that's kind of exciting. I have been in a financial position far below where I wish I were since I graduated university. So around the age of 24, and now I'm 39. So it's been like 15 years. It's been like 40% of my life and the lion's share of my adulthood that I've just been annoyingly broke. So I'm excited. I'm also scared. I've definitely been psychologically scared of this success, and more visibly, officially, lately.
Culture is nothing more than a qualitative marketing profile. Whether you're
Okay, let me quickly do this. So I'm shifting over to small technologies. My tech rate is now far above the AIs, and the problem with these small technologies is it's really hard to defend them. The AI will take your slot very easily. But you need to get through them because they're early techs, and quite a few of them, like that one, you need to get into later techs. So I'm gonna grab this because it has a nice solar streamers. Then I'll probably grab that, maybe like something else small. We'll see how it goes. Maybe some Principles of Space Warfare is a nice one as well. So anyway, yeah, this change to my finances
The people will come to our side.
is in my head, and I'll tell you more about that in the coming weeks. But immediate term, my cousin is not moving here. She's decided her life is too good in America, as I mentioned last time, angrily. But what she will do is visit for a month. She'll be here for 4 weeks in February. Her girlfriend will be here for 2 weeks. And she's looking at the vibe and seeing what she might want to do here in terms of potentially starting a career of building businesses in Kenya while living over there, and then I will like defend her interests or whatever, which could still be a very exciting thing to have. So I'm quite okay now with that. Also, my business that's been postponed a year up this side in Lamu, I talked to my first potential customer, my best case customer basically, but he proceeded to mistreat me, let's say. There's a thing that if a poor guy has a good chunk of this is good, but it's going to slow me down by 2 or 3 weeks getting to the moon. But in Kenya, there's a culture that if a guy with no money has a valuable resource, you want to neg him and make him feel little so that you can get the resource for lesser price. I've actually seen it also in Dubai. And this one pisses me off when someone does this to me. So like this customer, I rage quit. I screamed at him. I was quite aggressive, like polite, but like fairly aggressive. And I was like, I'm not going to be treated like that. I'll talk to you, maybe never. And so now I have 2 other customers. I'm meeting with both of them on Tuesday, chatting with those 2. And hopefully, I mean, I don't think I'll need to go back to that guy with my tail between my legs. That would be a bad outcome. But what I did is actually good if I don't go with his custom. I have a good excuse. So I can remain on good relationship with him despite taking another customer right now, which I'm kind of happy to see. So that's the key points. Now, this week I've been sitting poor alone in my room the whole time. And a lot of the useful stuff I can do as part of my job requires me to spend bits and pieces of money. Like I have $5. I have no money. So
Found something.
what I've been busying myself with this particular week is writing a new application for a new company.
We're taking over.
Okay, that's cool. To start a new company. Basically, I'm going to the startup entrepreneur investor department. I have a contact there. He says I'm leaving money on the table not to, but I need to give them a company that I start it and then in 5 to 7 years I sell it, which nothing that I'm doing I ever want to sell it. So I've come up with a new business which is nowhere near the recycling industry, and I'm applying for it next week. If this goes off, I will talk to you more extensively about it. But right now I don't want to jinx the project. It has to do with printing. It's quite a bit different, but it'll give me experience. It'll give me some nice jobs for some people who don't match well with this business model. And it'll give me some impact on the world. And then when I sell, I will also myself probably be making bank in 5 to 7 years to the tune of like $100,000 or $200,000, which is definitely good. And I would put that into my my factory right away. So it's kind of worth it, but my mother disapproves. She thinks I shouldn't be wasting my time with this. And even me, I think it's going to push me past where I'm comfortable with in terms of my workload. I will be below where I'm comfortable with without it, but with it, I will definitely be above where I'm comfortable with. So that is concerning, but definitely it's worth it to spend the time on it this week, because otherwise I would be sitting on my hands, because it costs no money to put together a PowerPoint. So that's what I'm doing. Now what I have done is I failed to record. I failed to time my recording. So I do not know how long it's been, but I'm guessing I have another couple of minutes here. Let's see, I'm going to go back up to England. I will do Bristol, Belfast, and back. But I'd like to also go to London to meet my potential shipping customer for my plastic, and then go see my friend maybe in Glasgow. Probably talk to my old University of St Andrews about a PhD as well, which would be another thing that takes more time than I'd like it to. So that's where I'm going to be. And then in 4 or 5 months, it'll be the end of my long road of poverty, which is exciting and terrifying. So yeah, that's more or less it. Hopefully for the next couple weeks I'll tell you a bit more about like big picture stuff because I'm not deeply up to my elbows in the nitty-gritties this time. The war is stupid. The genocide is over, but it's still not a nice Palestine's still not a nice place to be. But the famine is more or less over. Netanyahu's still in charge. And no one else is doing any war really. Ukraine is taking forever. Trump is trying to invade Venezuela, but he won't because he's stupid. So yeah, that's it. Maybe next time I'll go into a bit more philosophical, whatever it may be. I'll just roll it up now and hope that I've hit the timing more or less.